Asian guy with English try. Giving back 30% to charity from this channel. Kindly subscribe and support. Let's start the video. Imagine knowing what happens tomorrow. Like peeking into a crystal ball is exciting but also kind of scary. If you could see big events before they happen like a magic show, you might want to change things. Changing things from past is known as paradox. But if you did, it could mess up everything, like trying to fix a puzzle with the wrong piece. So even if you know what's coming, you can't really do much about it. It's like carrying a huge load on your back that you can't put down. Traveling into the future might sound like something out of a science fiction movie. But guess what? You are already doing it right now, at the rate of 1 second per second. According to Einstein's mind-bending theories, the speed at which time passes depends on how fast you are moving. Humming around, time slows down for you. But wait, there is more. Gravity plays a role too. The stronger the gravitational pull, the slower time ticks by. So whether you are racing through space or hanging out near a massive object like a black hole, time is not ticking away at same pace everywhere. According to Dave Goldberg, a cosmologist at Drake's University, the time behaves differently near massive bodies such as a neutron stars or Earth's surface, albeit the effect being minimal. He explains that time runs slower in these regions, suggesting a fascinating phenomenon where proximity to massive objects altered the passage of time. This intriguing concept implies that even on Earth, tough the difference is slight, time behaves uniquely near important gravitational forces. Goldberg's insight sheds light on how our understanding of time is intertwined with the presence of massive celestial bodies, adding depth to our comprehension of the universe. Near a black hole's edge, where gravity is super strong, time acts really weird. If you hang out there for a few hours, back on Earth, a whole 1000 years could pass. If you somehow make it back to the Earth afterward, you have basically jumped into the future. Scientists agree on this mind-blowing fact. It shows how gravity can mess with the time in a big way, giving us a glimpse into the mind-boggling universe. Imagine going back in the time is like trying to untangle a bunch of thorny bushes. Scientists have been brainstorming ways to make it happen for a while now. But it is as tough as surviving a black hole's grip. One idea from way back in the 1920s involved a giant spinning cylinder that twisted space and time, kinda like a rolling straw between your hands. It was not until the 1970s that folks realized this setup could actually work as a time machine. There is this cool concept called a closed time-like curve, which is like a path where you end up back where you started, but in a different time. It's like taking a loop, the loop in space-time. Even Einstein's the big brain of physics got worried when he heard about this idea. But despite his concerns, it got scientists buzzing with excitement for a more research adventures. In the 1980s, scientists got serious about time travel. In 1990, a Russian physicist named Igor and an American physicist named Kip teamed up to study closed time-like curve. They were not just thinking about how to build a time machine, but also how it would actually work. But they also looked into the problems with time travel. Like, what if you throw a ball into a time machine and it ended up in the past, hitting its past self? That sounds like a big puzzle. Since the 1990s, people have been interested in time travel on and off. But there has not been a major breakthrough. It's not a hot topic these days, because every idea for the time machine has its own set of problems. It's like hitting a roadblock every time you try to figure it out. But question is, if time travel not possible, then the reason behind it. One tricky part about time travel is paradoxes it could create, like the famous grandfather paradox. If you go back and prevent your grandfather from having kids, you would not exist. so you could not have gone back in the time to stop him in the first place. It's a real brain teaser. These paradoxes make people wonder about free will too. If you can time travel, why can't you change things? It's like, what's stopping you? But some folks like philosopher Austin Ryo from MIT think time travel and free will can still go hand in hand. He says what's done is done. Even if you try to change the past, things might just happen to stop you, like slipping on banana peel or missing the bus. In 2020, physicist Fabio Costa and his student German Tauber worked on the math to back up this idea. They think time travel could be possible without causing paradoxes and still let us make choices freely. Other scientists like Goldberg also think time travel could work smoothly, following the same rules as everything else in the universe. But for now, the future of time travel to the past is still a mystery. And as far as we know, no time travelers have shown up to spill the beans. Hope you like this video. Subscribe our channel for more interesting videos.